next song is, this song is about
Excuse me, what do you want the picture by producer?
the song is about Don Quixote. He's from a village in Spain called La Mancha. And he brooded about the way people treated each other so badly. And it bothered him enough that he wanted to become a knight errant and right the wrongs of the world and to try to conquer evil. So he mounted his horse and he got his sword and he started attacking monsters and wizards and giants, which are a lot of times windmills. Some people call him madman. So this is the Man of La Mancha song. Hear me now, with a meek and unbearable world, though it grieves and debauched as can be. In the night, with his banner all bravely unfurled, now hurls down his gauntlet to thee. I am I, Don Quixote, the Lord of La Mancha, destroyer of evil am I. I will fight all the sight whether or die. Hear me, heathens, wizards, servants of sin, now your dastardly doings are past. In a night, this banner all bravely unfurled, so the wind has blown it to me. I am I, Lord of La Mancha. I've been lost in the sea. It's a By the way, while I got your attention, would you mind, there's somebody in here that you don't know very well. And what I'm talking about is my dear niece from Springfield, Missouri. And she travels the countryside. She actually climbs Kilimanjaro. And it was a challenge from the company, and I'll tell you what, it was quite a feat. I don't think I have any relatives that have climbed Kilimanjaro. And my dear niece from Springfield, Missouri, I'm just so glad that you came to be a part of my birthday party. Joanne Butrin, my brother's daughter. I'd like Joanne to just give us a little background about what she does. She's going to go to the Congo, I know that, in September. And I know that she's spent 12 years in Zaire, in Africa, working with people who are starved, people that are sick, people that need a lot of medical attention, people with AIDS. And this is her mission. She gathers together medical teams that a lot of them volunteer to go over to these countries that are poor and impoverished and need help. And this is what little bit I know about what Joanne does, but give us a little bit more update about what do you do in your office when you're there in Springfield, Missouri.
Well, thanks, Uncle. I feel like we all have remarkable lives and probably all have stories, so I feel embarrassed to tell mine, but anyway, I do have an incredible life. I was called to be a missionary when I was just a little kid, and some of you I remember from when we were little at Grandma's house, Grandma Beatrice's house, and I remember saying to some of you, you know, when I grow up I'm going to go to Africa, and I remember Grandma saying, why would you want to do that? Isn't there enough to do right here, you know. She wasn't too keen on the idea, but anyway, I did grow up and go to Africa, and I spent 14 years working in a little bush hospital in Congo, which is called Congo now. And then I joined a group that travels the world with medical care, and I just had amazing good fortune of dropping into probably about 81 countries of the world now. Wow. And yeah, I kind of lost count, but last time I checked, it was about that much. And you know, my training and background is in sort of public health, community health, and so things like water. Some of you are interested in water, and HIV/AIDS and things like that are all really a keen focus. And of course, people who don't know the Lord and people who are lost in other ways besides physical. I'm just so grateful to have the opportunity of being able to share my faith in Jesus as I go around too. And so my present responsibilities are take me a lot of places in the world. I oversee some organizations within our organization that work internationally. One of them is maybe some of you have heard of Teen Challenge. It's a drug rehab program. This is the international part of that. And I also work with a group called Global AIDS Partnership. Actually, I direct that. And we're working throughout the world in global AIDS initiatives. And so just lots of really neat things that I get to do. And I am supposed to be in an office in Springfield every once in a while and doing some administrative tasks. I resist that as much as possible, but once in a while I do have to actually go in the office and do things like signing papers and stuff like that. So that's not the most fun part of my work, but part of it for sure. I just feel incredibly blessed to have the family heritage that I do. My father left us a long time ago, but those of you who knew him knew that he was a wonderful man, happy all the time, playing with all of you kids when you were little on the floor, and we miss him greatly, but I'm so grateful for the heritage that my mom and dad and my extended family has brought for me. And though I'm not the greatest at keeping in touch with you, I feel like I am in a way. I know you pass news along, and the Buchan grapevine works, it seems, because people know things about me that I'm surprised you know. So somebody's sharing the word. But I appreciate you all, and if any of you want to be on I have a website out there and a blog or something and a Facebook now. I'm a Facebook person, so if you want to be my friend on Facebook, I'm there. But I appreciate, okay. I appreciate you so much, and thank you, Uncle, for letting me give a little update. The big thing in my life is I have not been able to go back to Congo for the last 5 years because of the war. And the war has been so devastating there. But now things are starting to settle down a little bit, and in September of this year I will go back. And I'm anxious and a little bit scared too, because I understand that things have really gone downhill so much, and it wasn't that great when I was there, so I'm sure it's going to be something. But anyway, I'll appreciate all of your prayers for that time in September when I'm there.
Joanne, are you going to stay there for a while?
No, I'm only going to be there a couple weeks for the initial time that I go, and we're going to do some updating of the medical personnel there and things. And then hopefully I'll be able to go back frequently, whenever I can from time to time after that. So.
Did I read about something that 40,000 African people die every month because of all these illnesses?
Well, there are 45,000 people, they say. This is the last report I had in Congo, northeast Congo, where I'll be going, who are still dying every month, even though the war is over, because of starvation, malaria, AIDS, and all that stuff. So it's really a sad situation, and I'm just very grateful that I'll get to drop in. And those kind of big needs, you feel like you're so